Have a real problem. Brandon Ayuk is holding in, at least he's at camp and not practicing. Left tackle Trent Williams is holding out, not at camp, wants more money. Keyshawn, how will this play out?
Both guys will play out well. They'll both get paid. They both get their money. Trent Williams will get his money because Trent Williams is more valuable to the San Francisco 49ers than Brandon Ayuk is.
He is.
And Trent Williams knows that. That's why Trent Williams is at home and not in the camp. Brandon Ayuk did get an offer on the table, though, at around $26 million, Skip. But he probably wants something closer to what Jalen Waddle's got from the Miami Dolphins, which is about $28 million. So you can see why he would go into camp, because they probably said to him, come in and we'll figure out the last couple $1 million, but I need you here. I need to be able to see you, smell you, take a look at you, see your eyes. Trent Williams doesn't want to hear that. I'm a veteran. I've been through this with Washington. I don't feel like dealing with this. I want my damn money. I'm like the bottom paid tackles in the league. You know, I want my money. I want to be where Larry Tunsil and those guys are at. That's kind of how these conversations take place. But I wouldn't be surprised, though, if John Lynch's phone or text messages or emails have been hit up by people, Skip, to say, hey, what will it take? Because he didn't close the door. You usually close the door. Keyshawn ain't going nowhere. Paul ain't going nowhere. We're good. Skip ain't going nowhere. Don't call me. He said, hey, man, if somebody come with the right offer, I'm listening. So you done left the door open for Brandon Ayuk. So there may be a Washington Commanders, we got 2 ones for him. We'll give you 25 and 26. You know, we'll give you, and 2 players to be named later or something along those lines. There are the New England Patriots that's circling around, because what you always want with a young quarterback is you want to align a young quarterback with a young wide receiver that has some play in him. Brandon Ayuk fits perfect with Jaden Daniels. They played together at Arizona State. They drafted the kid up at New England that is going to sit a little bit, but you bring in a young receiver with a lot of upside, or you willing to pay him that $30 million a year, give up a couple picks to acquire him. So I can see him being on the move, but both of them going to get their money no matter where they get it from.
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, the OG, Trent Williams, he looking like, I'm the best in the game. I want to get paid like it. Y'all know what I bring. I've been here doing my thing. Like, you know, like you said, I think Ayuk is a little expendable. Like you said, you could get, they got weapons. They got McCaffrey, they got Debo, they got the weapons.
They drafted the kid from Florida.
Yeah, they got weapons, so you can kind of use him to build on your future, actually. But Trent, you got to give him his bread. No doubt about it. He's too valuable to the team. You need some protection for Purdy. If I'm him, I'm holding out, too. I'm on my couch watching, you know, Netflix right now, waiting on y'all. Well, talking to my agent, like, look, when that deal gonna be done? You know, if y'all say I'm the best in the game, let me know when I'm gonna get paid like it, period.
Yeah. So even though Trent is now 36, entering year 14.
And he got 3 years more on his contract, the current deal.
He does. He hadn't lost anything.
No.
The guy I watched last year, he was the best left tackle in football. He is a flat-out mauler, baller, beast in that sort of Larry Allen mode and mold that you and I have talked about before, when he just ran roughshod over people for the Dallas Cowboys. And all of a sudden, that Christian Darrisaw got his deal for Minnesota the other day, and he went to the top of the list. You know, he's getting 28.25.
Yeah, you got to see me, Skip.
Yeah.
You got to. I'm sorry.
Once you see that,
Trent Williams just said, when that happened, he said, oh, y'all got to see me.
That's cool.
We got to have a meeting.
We got to talk.
I got it.
Yeah, we got some business.
So he fell to 6th on the list. Okay, so as much as I am in awe of him, this is what I don't understand about the NFL system. In our business, if you sign a deal, the deal is the deal. And you can't go in and say, I'm outperforming the deal. They'll just say, we'll see you when it's over, right?
Well, I mean, depending on who you are.
Well, sometimes. But I've been doing this a long time. I haven't seen that happen.
But what I was going to say to you, though, Skip, about that, everybody, I have this conversation with people all the time about, you sign a deal, Yeah. Those last 3 years, ain't no guaranteed money.
No guarantee.
So I need you to package that up, bring it forward, restructure it, and make it some
I
guaranteed
think
money.
they already restructured it once.
Yeah, but we're going to restructure it again.
Okay, all right. So in 2021, he signed for 6 years. I don't know how smart that is, but obviously it allowed them to prorate against
There
their
you go.
cap, and
There you go.
I got
That's
it.
smart.
But it's almost like you make a deal with the team within the deal, like under the deal, that as soon it's like the Patrick Mahomes deal. He took a hometown discount. He took
But
a
it's not
Kansas City
it's not
Chiefs-
really a hometown discount.
Because every time somebody gets more money,
Yeah, I
the
gotta go
Chiefs
up.
say, okay, we got you.
Yeah,
Right?
That's the way it's
Okay.
supposed to be.
And so he is the best of the best. And I assume, even though their cap is starting to get squeezed here.
All
'cause
they
got
have
a
to
lot
do
of-
is put G's on the end of those numbers. Whatever those numbers are, just make them put G's on the end of it. Guarantees.
Guaranteed.
So I'm going to G you up for those next 3 years.
G you up.
So whatever that number is, let's assume it's 60, I don't know, what do you got, 20? Let's assume it's 75 million that's left on his deal of non-guaranteed money, because I don't have the number in
If
front
he
of
just
me.
put the G on it, he
Just
good.
put the G on. He ain't gonna have no problem with that.
Nah,
Throw
he
him a
ain't
little Pro Bowl incentives in there.
Yeah.
Because the money's guaranteed at that point. It ain't guaranteed. They could tell him, and then what?
Okay, but most of these owners that I've known over the years, they won't let a player run their cap. And it feels like you're saying, come see me.
Try,
You know,
they'll
like,
try
Yeah.
to not let a player run his cap. The difference is that player is so important to the success of the San Francisco 49ers that they've got to figure out how to make the numbers work to get him the compensation that he deserves. That's all it is. And until they do that, he gonna be with me hanging out this weekend.
it might
you
be.
gonna be?
It might be. Ain't like you said. Who knows?
And yeah,
Kicking his feet up.
we talked about Ayuk yesterday, and you were slightly disappointed. He showed up. He's holding in. He's not participating, but he came in.
Yeah.
And once you come in, you lose some leverage. You also show them, let's just get this.
Well,
I don't want to go.
but when
out.
you
But
look at
you
the
a young dude,
26,
too. But you a young guy. You got to show up.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, you're a young
If
guy.
you really, see, I'm disappointed when you ask to be traded and you
did.
show up.
Yeah.
Because you can't come out. You can't go in and then all of a sudden leave. You can't do that.
No.
So once you go in, y'all got to dance. Y'all got to dance and y'all got to tangle and y'all got to figure it out. Because he can't all of a sudden call a car service to come get him when they tell him we ain't giving you another dime.
Why not?
The fact that because
They
it
can
just
start
you
fining
can't
the
you can't
fines.
do. No, it ain't even a fine. You just can't do that.
You just look bad.
You just
You
it's
look
a
weak.
yeah, it's super weak.
Yeah.
But they already offered him 26 point something million.
They did.
And if he can get, that means they're close. 26 and 30 ain't far off.
It'll get done.
Yeah, it'll get done.
Yeah.
It's not that far off.
Okay, here's what I do know about Trent Williams. If they mess with his money, if they jack with him, if they play games with him,
He'll sit.
he will stay with you on the couch
Oh,
for
my
as
God,
long
yes.
as is necessary.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
if it
problem.
goes into September, he'll stay with you on
That's
the couch.
exactly why he's a 49er. Because this same sort
That
of
is correct.
same thing happened
It
in
was,
Washington when he
yeah.
was messing around with his money.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he had a back issue, and a knee issue, and an ankle issue, and a shoulder issue. He's like, I ain't got time to play with y'all. Give me my money. I don't want to play for y'all anyway, because y'all doctors suck.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, it's the reality of it. I get it when people say, you signed a contract, you signed a contract, you signed a contract. Yeah, but there's no guaranteed money there. Guaranteed money run out.
Listen, that position he plays, it's not glamorous, and he's not a big social media guy, but it's valuable, man.
Yeah,
you can't win without it.
Yeah, you again, Brandon Ayuk suffers from Kyle Shanahan's system and the distribution of the peel, where he's only going to get 70 catches in that particular
Yeah.
offense. So he will never get 100-plus balls like you see with other guys that get because of what they do, how they spread the ball around to different players. So his argument to get that top dollar is going to be a little bit harder than Trent Williams being able to say, hey, man, I got to get back up into the top 2 at this position.
Yeah. But I look down the list of soon-to-be free agents for them. They got some issues going on, you know, like.
Well, that's why I got to win right now.
Yeah, because they've been successful. Everybody wants to get paid, yet he's the most valuable, maybe second to the quarterback, and the quarterback's going to have to get paid.
They're probably, without me even looking at the number that you brought it up right now, Skip, you said the success, they probably are in the top 4 teams over the last 5 years in win percentage in the National Football League. I bet you they are.
Oh, yeah.
And that success comes with everybody wanting to get paid. I got to get cashed in. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
They got to deal with Ward, Diamador Lenore. They've got to deal. They already took care of Bosa. They just redid McCaffrey. They're going to have to address Deebo Samuel.
They are.
They're going to have to address Ayuk, Trent Williams.